Hello friend, in this lecture we will do hands-on to demonstrate the list style type property. So friend, let's start. Now here we have a sample code to demonstrate the list style type property. Here we have considered 5 scenarios. The first scenario when list style type is not specified. Second scenario when list style type is set as disk. Third scenario when list style type is set as a circle, and the fourth scenario when list style type is set as a square. We have one more scenario when we have set the list style type to none. Now when this code is run in a browser, it will be displayed as shown here. Basically, when the list style type is not specified or when we have specified the list style type as a text, in both the cases we will get the list item marker as bullet or as a disk as shown here. Now when list style type is set as a circle, we will get the list item marker as circle. And when list style type is set as a square, we will get the list item marker as square. We have one more scenario when list style type is set as none. In that case, we will not see any list item marker. So the list will be displayed without any list item marker as shown here. Now let's go into the HTML editor and write this code step by step to understand in a better way. Let us create an HTML file with the name as listStyleTypeProperty.html. The first statement will be the doctype declaration, then we'll have an HTML element inside which head element and then the title element. Let the title be listStyleTypeProperty.demo. In the body section, let us have 5 paragraphs. Inside first paragraph, let the content be when the listStyleType property is not specified. Inside the second paragraph, let me have the content as when list style type is set as disk. In the third paragraph, let me have the content as when list style type is set as circle. Inside the fourth paragraph, let me have it as square. That is, the list style type is set as square. And in the fifth one, we will have the list style type set as none. Let's have an unordered list element in HTML. Inside this unordered list, let me have the content as apple. To do that, we have to surround it with a list tag. Let's do that. Let me have one more list item as banana. Let's copy this and paste it after each paragraph. Before we proceed further, save this and right click to open in default browser. When this code is rendered in a browser, we can see for all the list item, we have the list item marker as disk or as a bullet. This is the default list item marker when we have not specified any list style type. Now let's go back into the HTML editor and apply the list style type property as disk, circle, square and none. Let me set the style attribute here with the list style type property as disk. Let's do it for the other cases as well. Style type property as circle. In this case, let me set the list style type property as square. And in the last case, let me set the list style type property as none. Now in the first case, we have not specified any list style type property. In the second case, we have set the list style type as disk. In the third case, we have set the list style type as circle. And in the fourth case, list style type as square. And likewise, the fifth case is list style type property as null. Now let us go back into the web browser and refresh the page to see how that page looks like. Let's refresh this browser and we can see the changes as when the list style type is not specified or when list style type is set as disk. In both the cases, we will see the list item marker as disk. And when the list style type is set as circle, we will get the circle as the list item marker. Likewise, for square, we will get a square as a list item marker. And the scenario where we have specified the list style type property as none, we will not get any list item marker. So this is about the list style type property in HTML. Thank you for watching.